up, everybody? This is the Eerie cast, me and my co-host Gusty.
Yo,
Today we're gonna react to a special quick video to One World Trade Center. Something very strange. Some sounds were coming out. This was like early build, when it was barely, the beginning.
like being
So
rebuilt or like when they're going through the rubble or because this is
I know,
2013, so this is like 12 years
not
later,
sure when
right?
they. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, because I'm not sure how long it took to build that
Hmm.
World Trade Center. You know,
All right,
I think it was pretty new though. So let's watch it.
check it out.
Everyone, right now, a new mystery surrounding One World Trade Center. For about a year, New Yorkers have reported hearing an eerie sound coming from the newly constructed building. They call it haunting, and it's got a lot of people talking. Rick Leventhal joins us now. So, Rick, you went down there, you did some investigative work. What did you learn?
Well, there's clearly a noise. It's not clear exactly where it's coming from. It's been dubbed the Wailing World Trade Center. If the wind is blowing hard enough from a particular direction, it can create a sound that some are calling eerie, haunting,
Hmm.
even moaning. The whistling was first reported by the Tribeca citizen on the day after Thanksgiving. A man who lives a couple blocks from the almost completed One World Trade Tower wrote a local paper and said he first heard the sound during Hurricane Sandy last year and assumed it would be eliminated when the building's framework was finished and the windows installed. Well, then last week in the middle of the night, the neighbor says the tower began whistling again with a slightly different two-toned cry, calling it unmistakable and very chilling. So here it is, and you can judge for yourself.
Oh,
That's weird. Like has like a
Well, that was from last week. Now we have
hmm.
footage from last year shot by a woman named Jenna Pope. You'll see a police car with its lights on, but the noise you hear is not a police siren. It's pretty cool, right? I mean,
Well, it's very eerie.
it
And
is.
people are, of course, thinking about all the lives lost there, the more than 3,000 people. Is there any connection there? I mean, what are we supposed to make of that?
Well, we reached out to the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which owns and operates the tower. And a spokesman there tells me they're aware of the sound. The construction workers have heard it too, but there's no confirmation that the sound is coming from the tower itself. There are numerous buildings on the 16-acre site. You see some of them there. There's a transportation hub. Most of these buildings still under construction, and there's a lot
Hmm.
of equipment down there. And there are still some open windows in some of the buildings, including One World Trade. Any of this could be helping to create a wind tunnel effect. The whistle is only heard on very windy days, and the spokesman suggests that as construction gets more complete, the whistling will likely fade away. But there is clearly a sound, and it's only heard when it's really windy, and it appears to be coming from One World Trade.
Wow, that is so eerie and haunting. Thank you so much for doing that
hmm,
report
shit
for
like
us, Rick.
Sure.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like she really wanted to be something spooky, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
that's pretty
Dude.
cool. I mean, it's freaky, but I mean, obviously, like the guy said, it's
Yeah.
just they hadn't finished completing some of the other buildings. The windows were still not put in, but yeah, I mean, that's freaky as heck. I mean,
So
you
the
would think
one
the
that
world was ending if you heard that shit, I think.
what's the building that collapsed without no plane? Remember that building that collapsed
Tower
in the
7,
over there in
I think it was.
Oh Tower 7? Okay, I wonder how far that was from the World Trade Center. Was it like just near there, or does it?
A little farther than you think.
That's crazy. That shit collapsed. That's the part you're like, what the heck? There's
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to start talking about it because that's too, it gets too
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's very weird. But anyways, this is what I want to show you. It was just for our viewers too,
Yeah.
very interesting.
It doesn't help that, you know, we're also conspiracy theorists, and I don't know if it's our channel is worth getting into conspiracy theory stuff or not.
I never asked you, but when the 9/11 happened, where were you at? Like, do you remember? Like, what exactly?
I was at home and I was actually getting ready for work, and
Okay.
then I heard my mom scream, so I
Right.
ran downstairs, and I'm like, what, what's going on? What's going on? And I think the first plane had just hit the tower, and they were like reporting on it. And then while I was there watching it, and I was telling my mom, I can't remember, I was like, no, this got to be fake. This got to be fake. And then I saw the second plane hit the tower, and I
Right.
was like, holy crap. and I think I called work and I said, "Hey, I'm not coming in. Like, America's under attack or something. Something's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not coming
What
in."
were you working at? What were you working at the time? Do you
I
remember?
was working at Office Depot.
Uh, Office Depot. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I was home as well. Like I remember, I was home, but you know what's weird about the whole situation
Huh.
is that this happened in 2001, right?
Correct.
And in my mind, I was not living here. I was living at a different place, and it doesn't match with what was happening. So in my memory, so I can't remember where exactly I was living at the time. That's what I'm getting at,
Huh.
which is weird. Yeah, I have like a blur. I just remember happening, but I'm like, wait, wasn't I living in this area? But that's not matching with, you know what I mean, with 9/11. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. That is kind of weird. Huh.
You know?
I don't
But
know.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff about it didn't come out till years later. And then if like Jesse Ventura, he was really pushing
Yeah,
for
yeah,
trying to find out what
yeah.
happened.
The
And
inside job he was saying.
supposedly he knows, but then he was like sworn to secrecy or something weird.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a whole 9/11 book that they're not
I,
allowed to show, and
I don't know if this is true though. There was also apparently there was one that was gonna be attacked here. Is that true? That day too, there was a plane that was supposed to crash right here by downtown or somewhere. I don't know, somewhere here in LA.
I don't
I'm not sure
know.
just a rumor, but I heard that that terrorists had plan of they had all the spots that they were gonna attack.
Yeah, I mean, there's one plane that went down. I can't remember the name of the flight now. Shoot.
Was it 76? No,
Wait, 76, maybe.
something like that.
So one plane hit the Pentagon. Two
Right.
planes
Nobody
hit
died.
the
Nobody
twins.
died there. Yeah, nobody died there. I don't think. Right.
I I think a whole plane full of people died, didn't it?
No, but I mean, like in that building. I don't think anybody
Yeah, in
died
the
in that building.
Pentagon, it just so happened that there was that
Nobody
part of the
there.
building was under construction, so there was nobody there.
Okay.
Pretty convenient.
And there's another one, two in New York,
Yeah, two in New York, and then there was one I think in Philadelphia,
Pennsylvania. Or okay, I thought
Pennsylvania,
it was Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. And that's the
Uh huh.
one where like the people actually got up and fought back, and
Right, right, right.
that's why the plane supposedly crashed.
That's crazy. That was a crazy time, honestly. It was,
Yeah, yeah, it was. I mean, like I said, it wasn't until like I think a little while later that all the conspiracy theories and stuff started coming out about it. And when
yeah.
you start looking into it, you're like, man, I don't know. Like you could say, yeah, we were attacked, but it's like attacked by who, really? Because then it led to the war on terror and us going to
Getting died.
Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran and stuff for the last 20 something years or over 20 years now. And
Have you ever seen those raw pictures of like the people dead on like the bottom? That shit is fucking creepy, dude.
nah, I mean,
Like
I
the
remember
body, the
watching.
bodies, the bodies. You can see like the bodies just like dead right there. Like what the hell?
I remember
That
watching
shit's
the news and they were
brutal.
filming people like jumping out of the building. I
Oh
remember that.
shoot. Yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
All
That
right.
was a
Well,
crazy time. Anyways,
that
good
was an
video.
interesting little video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad we got to watch it. It is interesting though. I wonder if like I'm sure at the time people thought like the world was gonna end again or something like that. Like whatever
Mm-hmm.
the
Right.
angels' trumpets were playing.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you
All
guys
right.
for watching. We've been the Eerie Cast. Please like and subscribe, and we hope
Like always.
you enjoy what we're making out here. Yeah.
Till next time. All right.
All right. Laters.